Welcome to the Catholic Gospel series. Today, we continue with Matthew chapter 2. This chapter reveals the birth of Jesus, the visit of the Magi, the wrath of Herod, and the Holy Family's flight into Egypt. A reading from the Holy Gospel, according to St. Matthew. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, and they said, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. He gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people, and inquired where the Christ was to be born. They told him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for so it is written by the prophet, and you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah. For from you shall come a ruler, who will govern my people Israel." Then Herod summoned the wise men secretly, and learned from them the exact time the star appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word, that I too may come and worship him." When the Magi heard the king, they went on their way, and behold, the star they had seen in the east went before them, until it came to rest over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced exceedingly with great joy. They entered the house and saw the child with Mary his mother. They fell down and worshipped him. Opening their treasures, they offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Being warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed to their own country by another way. When they had departed, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. The angel said, "Rise, take the child and his mother, and flee to Egypt. Remain there until I tell you, for Herod is about to search for the child, to destroy him." Joseph rose and took the child and his mother by night and departed to Egypt. They remained there until the death of Herod, fulfilling the words spoken by the prophet, "Out of Egypt have I called my son." Then Herod, when he saw that he had been tricked by the wise men, was furious. He sent and killed all the male children in Bethlehem and in all that region who were 2 years old or under. This fulfilled what was spoken by the prophet Jeremiah. A voice was heard in Ramah, wailing and loud lamentation, Rachel weeping for her children. She refused to be consoled, because they were no more. But when Herod died, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt. The angel said, "Rise, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel. For those who sought the child's life are dead." Joseph rose and took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus reigned over Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Being warned again in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee. He went and lived in a city called Nazareth. This fulfilled what was spoken by the prophets, "He shall be called a Nazarene," the word of God. Matthew chapter 2 reveals a world in spiritual conflict. Heaven celebrates the birth of the Messiah. Earthly powers tremble. The Magi, foreigners from distant lands, followed the light of a star to worship the true king. Their journey reminds us that God calls all nations to his Son. Herod's fear shows how darkness resists the coming of light. But God protects his plan through Joseph, a quiet, obedient guardian entrusted with a mission beyond imagining. The Holy Family becomes a refugee family, fleeing violence and seeking safety in Egypt. Even in hardship, prophecy is fulfilled, and God remains faithful. In Nazareth, a humble town, Jesus grows in silence, preparing for his mission. The King has come not with armies or crowns, but in gentleness and vulnerability. He comes to save. Thank you for joining the Catholic Gospel series. In our next episode, we continue with Matthew chapter 3, where John the Baptist prepares the way for the Lord. Subscribe and follow the series to journey through the Gospels, one chapter at a time, and let God's word come alive in your heart.